Okay, so here's a demonstration of Abby FlexiCapture for invoices linked into our own account system, Kashflow. So firstly, we're in the program here, FlexiCapture. You can see a bunch of invoices here that I've processed, and this is what it looks like after they've been exported. You kind of have a grey sort of ready for stage. What I'm going to do now is actually going to scan an invoice. I've just received one in this morning from one of our suppliers. So I'm going to click on Scan Images, and I'm just going to click the OK button. That's the sound of the page going through the scanner. So the invoice has come in here at the bottom, and it will suddenly switch over in a minute when it's finished recognizing it. Okay, so what we've got here, we're saying it's a European invoice. It's giving me a warning. It's saying it's ready for export, but it's also saying it's there's no purchase order number, so choose a nominal code. So let's have a look at that invoice. Let's go into it. So if I can expand my program up, and you can see down here we've got their invoice number, it's found. I'm just going to go in on the zoom now. I'll go up to 150% so you can see me jumping around. There's the invoice date. There is no order number, quite right, it's Martin Pearson, it's expecting to find a number. There is no narrative, so what I'll do is I'll just grab that text there, I think, and use that as a narrative. So all I did was draw around it and it's populated the narrative field there. So it's telling me that I need to choose a nominal code. So if I do a drop down there on the nominal, this is a live lookup into our account system, which happens to be web-based. So this will go down as repairs and maintenance, I think we use. Maintenance repairs scanners, which is 72 something or other, 7603. If I was using Sage and I wanted to put in a cost center, a department ID, I could do that myself. If I had keyed in an accounts, an order number, or it found the order number on the page, it would have given me a result to say it matched, or it would have told me that and it will also show me what the purchase order value is. If I check the maths on this, I'm pretty sure it's all perfect. £140, £28 VAT, rate of 20% VAT, giving me a total invoice of £168. Spot on. Okay, so we're happy with that. I save the changes, and what we see now is that there's no warning. It just says it's ready for export. So if I look in, if I bring my Kashflow up, which is our account system, and we can see here that this is currently at 12:32 on the 28th. The last invoice we had was 7839. So let's export this one from FlexiCapture and see what happens. Click the export button. And two things should happen here. One is that the account system will be updated, and two, I should be able to find it in File Director. So if I go back into here, if I just hit the refresh button again now, so there we go, there's that invoice that's just come in actually. So we've now got 7894, dated 26/11, £168. And just to prove down here, the time is 12:33. I haven't stopped the tape or anything like that, so that's nice. Let's have a look at File Director now. Let's just launch File Director. So if I try and key in their reference number of 15366, so I'm in Purchase Invoices, invoice number 15366, click the search button. There's the invoice there from RTS, which is good. And if I had had a trigger set in place to send that for approval, that would have happened then. Just again to prove to you that it's the right invoice, if I go to Document Info and History, we can see it was created at 28/11 at 12:32 and 39 seconds, 1 minute ago. Okay, so from your perspective, or if you were a Sage 200 user, let's just have a look at our demo version of Sage 200, and I'll show you the File Director link that we have as well. Okay, so we're in Sage 200. If I go into Purchase Inquiries, Current Transactions, so I can find an invoice here, like this one here from Headley Harper Industries, right click action, and then locate purchase invoice in File Director, and that locates it and retrieves it in File Director for you. So I hope that's helpful.